Yo! I'm back again with another quick video. Today we're going to do a review of the Flatface G8 wheels. But first, as you probably saw in my short videos and in my last video, I've been having a lot of fun pouring concrete. This is just a blem one, but it's the most fun one actually. I've been shredding this one a lot. I love the half barriers. They're super fun. So yeah, I got these kind of barriers, I got these kind of barriers, and I got curbs. So if you're interested, I'll do one of each of these shipped to your door with graffiti on this one for 50 bucks. As I can fit all three of these nice and neatly into a flat rate box. So for 50, you can get all three. I think that's the best concrete deal in fingerboarding right now. So definitely take advantage of it. Working on how to make my own silicone molds and things like that. So hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some unique stuff going forward. But for now, we got barriers, so if you want one, hit me up, baby. Today, we're here to talk about some wheels.
Flatface G4 wheels.
Flatface G8 wheels. So I get a lot of people commenting on my videos saying, do you like the Flatface G8 wheels? And so I just get enough comments on them where I'm like, hey, I should do a review. And I gotta say, I really like these wheels. Now, I think they get a bad rap because they're plastic. A lot of people want urethane. But let me tell you my experience with these wheels. So, I got them when they first came out. I think I might have been one of the first people to get them. Put them on my G15 right away. I haven't used them on any other setup besides my G15. I have a G15 with 32mm BRTs, and then I'm riding these wheels. And they go with this setup perfectly. I cannot imagine, like, I love these ill pills right here and I like how they spin, like how they ride, but I honestly cannot imagine riding another kind of wheel on this setup. It just feels so insanely dialed in and so perfect that I don't even want to change anything about it. And I think a lot of that has to do with these wheels. When it comes to the spin, these wheels, they spin, they free spin just a little bit, not for too long. You know, like I have the ill pills here. These things free spin for a good 10-20 seconds. The G8s will free spin for, I don't know, 5-10 seconds. Not very long. But that doesn't really mean shit, honestly, because I've heard from other fingerboarders that if you have bearings that spin like this, that could mean that they're damaged, broken, that there's stuff inside of them. I'm not sure how true that is, but these wheels definitely aren't very free spinny. But doesn't mean shit. So when I first got them, they were definitely super silent. They were super glossy, and they function super well. But I think the more I ride them, the better they start to feel. I think they're kind of wearing in. I'm looking at them now underneath this light, and they definitely don't have that same gloss that they used to. They kind of look more like satin or matte coated now. They don't pick up a lot of dirt. They have some ridges on the very side. That maybe you'll see some darkening in there, but these wheels don't pick up a lot of dirt. I've even skated them at like a Fresh Coast Fingers Park. I took this one to the event actually, and I was surprised. Like through that whole event, the wheels really didn't pick up that much dirt at all. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. I was talking to Freshwater FB at the event, and he has the same wheels. He got them at the same time I did, and he said something to me that I didn't really notice before he said it, but he said that. He loves his G8s and that the more he uses them, the more they start to make noise. And you can see here they're very screechy. Let's compare these. These are worn in too, but these are Black River Street Dogs. So yeah, they're not as squeaky, but these were less squeaky than these when I first got them. And like I said, the more I ride them, the more they wear in, and the more the material starts to it feels better and better all the time. So as you can see, they're very squeaky, but they're very smooth. So like I said, even they don't really free spin. I don't think that really means anything, honestly, because these are my smoothest wheels that I own. They're just so buttery feeling. They really kind of elicit the feeling of the first bearing wheels. So when I first got into fingerboarding, like when I was a kid, I remember like Winkler wheels were super popular, and these really remind me of like the OG Winkler wheels. I never had a set, my friend did, and I remember when I would pick up his fingerboard and like kind of riding around or whatever, like this has the same smoothness that those wheels had. Just unmatched to anything. Even the Black River wheels, which are pretty similar, and they look similar at least, but they're just they're smooth, but for some reason these just have a more of a glidey feeling when you put them down. They just kind of glide across the, like you can feel these rolling, but these just glide. It's really interesting. And then compared to a urethane wheel, the urethanes are super smooth. You know, they roll really well. I would say compared to the urethane wheel, the Flatfaces definitely feel a little bit smoother, whereas the urethane wheels, you can feel more of the surface underneath you. So they're picking up all the impressions and bumps and even the little tiniest bumps, the little imperfections on this table. You can feel them all when you roll through those wheels. Whereas this one, sure you can feel things I guess, but you get more of a glidey feel. It's just much more glidey and slidey and just buttery. I don't know. Compared to a caramel wheel, I have some caramel wheels here. These are brand new, not really worn in. They're actually kind of similar feeling, even though these are very different wheels. These caramel wheels are like wide cruiser wheels almost, and whereas the Flatfaces are street shape. But definitely, I think that says something though, because even though these do have really great bearings, the wideness makes the ride quality be so smooth. And even though these don't have the same surface area when it comes to the bottom, they're still equally as smooth, if not smoother. So I think that has a lot to say about just how good these wheels are. And lastly, we have some Flatface J Linehand wheels here. These are the squeakiest Flatface wheels around. These wheels, they claim to be plastic, but they feel and look just like urethane. Anyway, squeak test. This is the squeakiest of the squeakiest, as is the squeaky as they come. And the G8s aren't far off really from that, which is kind of interesting. So when you first get them, they might be a little bit plasticky feeling, they might be a little bit slidey, they're gonna be glossy. But the more you ride them, man, like the better they feel. And like I said, I cannot imagine riding a different type of wheel on this setup. It is just so dialed in and feels so perfect. I've tried other wheels on here. I've tried the Flatface BRR wheels. I've tried Abstracts. I've tried Ill Pills, but these G8s just feel the best. And I do prefer a urethane wheel, but out of all the wheels I have, I think it's safe to say the G8s are definitely like my favorite. The ride quality is obviously number one. That helps when you're doing tricks too, because just the tricks feel, you can feel the trick a little bit more. Everything feels a little bit smoother. The reason they're my favorite wheel is because not only the ride quality is so good, because they seem like really well manufactured. You have no give here. Everything's nice and flush and tight to the trucks. No bearing slip, knock on wood so far. And they just function really well. Like I said, tricks just feel good with this board. So yeah, that's what it is for the G8 wheels. They get my total approved letter sealment of approval, seal of approval. These are my favorite wheels. So if you can afford them, or if you want them, if you're thinking about getting them, you definitely should, because you won't regret it. These are awesome wheels. They're super smooth. And yeah, so that's all I got for today. I'll see you on the next video. If you want some concrete, be sure to hit my line. And thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace.